Ford has a TSB out, or no, standard service message that talks about the 2020-2021 Lincoln Aviators with a fuel sloshing sound, and the Ford Explorers when doing parking lot maneuvers, slight acceleration, braking, things like that. It's not just a sloshing sound. You almost feel like a little child is barely tapping the bottom of your seat, and every once in a while you'll hear a thump, but you won't feel it. It's the fuel sloshing back and forth across the baffles, and it says that you'd typically hear this when above a 3/4 tank, because what seems to be the baffles don't go all the way to the top of the tank because of where they're designed, so that fuel sloshes back and forth, and it has no way of kind of retaining it to a controlled area. Now, that's not necessarily the case unless the fuel gauge is off in these newer Explorers, because you can hear that fuel sloshing sound as low as a half a tank. And the lower the fuel, the greater the tap feels, because the fuel has to come forward and slosh over that baffle and get into the other side. So it's like a shh, shh, shh. And when you come to a quick stop, you can hear it go shoo, 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 just back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes you don't feel the tap, or you don't hear it, but you can still, or sometimes you don't feel it, but you can still hear it. So it's definitely a concern, but they're saying per the standard service message that they actually won't do anything about it. It's a normal condition of the Aviator and the Explorer, and that people should just deal with it. But they should add more actual description in their service message to explain that it actually, you could feel that slosh back and forth as well. It's not just going to be a sound. You can actually feel that light tap, almost like a little kid has his foot behind your seat and just barely touches the back of the seat. You feel it, you can hear it. When you're outside, it's very, very audible. So the 3/4 tank thing and above is when you're going to experience it the most. That's not true. They obviously rushed that service message out and didn't actually drive the vehicle to the extent of letting the fuel drop lower and lower and lower, to realize the lower it gets, the harder it has to try to slosh over that baffle, and makes it over that baffle, the more of an audible sound that you actually hear. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you.